And we are live. Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of Two Men in a Room. Your host, the angriest man in Orlando, and my co host.
The nicest person in Orlando because I don't have time for Anthony foolishness with his um angriest. At some point in life, you have to stop being angry. When is that point? When are you going to get to that point?
When everything works correctly.
So in life, everything is going to never work correctly or go your way.
So should I set some basic things that when I hit those targets, then it won't be angry?
Of course. And give me two
Okay.
basic things, just two.
Well, I'm going to ask you, what do you think those two things should be? Because you know me pretty well. You've known me for a couple of years now. You know where
hmm
I'm at.
hmm
What couple things should happen, and then I should say, okay, it's time to stop being angry.
Okay, so one, I know for a fact, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
that I know one, you're into politics a lot, and two,
Right.
you deep dive into a relationship. Right or wrong?
Right.
Okay. I understand politics because you love politics. It is what it is. It's gonna always be politics all our lives, correct?
Well, yeah, hopefully, because government can't go down anytime soon.
And then relationships um, get next to you a lot.
Right.
Okay, so relationships
Right.
in life, you're gonna be single for a period of time, and that's the time to get your mind, your body, your thoughts together for the up and new coming relationship. So therefore, it's so I tell people, even a niece or a great niece, it's okay to be single. Even my son, he just always want to be in a relationship, always want to be in a relationship. Even one of my best friends, it's okay to go home and sleep in the bed by yourself. It's okay not to be in a relationship. That's your me time to get you back together from your previous relationships. You learn from your previous relationships and you move on with life. It's okay to be single for X amount of years. I know some people can't handle it.
Whoa. Years?
Yeah, yes. Like,
How
okay,
long does this whole situation take? Is this like Sleeping Beauty? You're going to be under for like 21 years? What are we talking about here?
okay, my first relationship was 10 years.
Okay.
So
But,
then when I got out of that relationship due to the fact that this individual had got on drugs real bad, and I told him to go seek help as far as rehabilitation, and he didn't want to, so I had to see myself out the door. So I got out of that relationship, and then I was single for like a year, and then
okay.
I got into another relationship. So after that relationship, I was single for 3 years, actually.
So, how long do you think it takes for someone to be ready for a new relationship after they've left the previous relationship?
I say at least give yourself a year, right?
A year. Okay.
Okay, because you want to get your mind, body, and soul back together. You want to get things back lined up the way you want them if you was thrown off course. And I know some people just don't like to be lonely. That's what it narrows down to. Don't
Oh,
want to be lonely.
okay. So, after that year, what should you do next?
I personally think you should, first of all, you should never jump into a relationship, right?
Right.
You should go out, go on a date for a while and see how this, try to get to know this person as much as possible. But I firmly believe that you really never get to know an individual, especially until you either one, become roommates, or two, you just move in with one another. That's when it all aligns up with one another. That's when you really get to know the individual. Because the individual can tell you anything and go home and send you on your way. But once you get in that under that same roof, then you find out each other true ways of how that person is, as far as cleaning is, like to pay bills, like to work. You could tell by body language or posture, if this person lying, or if this person gonna be the it factor for you. So there's nothing wrong with just going out on a date to see, hey, to figure out what is this individual all about. And I got a story. So
Okay, wait. Before you go into the story,
okay,
so what is the ultimate goal of this next relationship?
okay. One, it depends on age, right? Because when you're in your 20s and 30s, okay, things happen. But to me, when you're in your 40s and 50s, it's time out for the games. It's time out to settle down and set goals for one another. What you want out of life, what you're trying to achieve in life. What are your goals? Are you want to buy a house with one another? Are you looking at marriage in the future? Are you looking at having kids with this individual in the future? These are very important things that people need to talk about before they just jump in a relationship. It's just not all about let's get into bed and it's bon voyage or whatever the case may be. There's things you have to really, really talk about before you just take it to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you had your story.
Okay, so you finna
What's
flip out. So I was talking to the individual for about a couple of months, via we met via Facebook, just because we was just friends, and he just happened to inbox me, whatever. So therefore, we was talking. He stayed in Jacksonville, and he asked me what I was doing last weekend. I told him, hey, nothing, going to a water park, and that's it. You're welcome to come and blase, blase. He said, sure, I would like to come if it's not a problem. I say, sure, come on down. Ciao. So he said, hey, I'm leaving at 10 a.m. I said, okay, perfect. I say, be safe on the road. Let me know, you're okay within I think it's, some people say 2.5 hour drive. I thought it was 2, but some people say 2.5, 2 hours, 45 minutes, whatever.
okay.
So in the midst of the first hour, the individual asked me, he said, oh, something wrong with my car. So I said, hey, don't worry about it. Something wrong with your car. See about your car first. He said, well, it's only gas. I said, okay, maybe he's just going to go to the gas station, put gas in the car and come on down, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that his car got locked and he needed some gas money. So I was like, so, that's a red flag thrown up anyways to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, so for kicks and giggles, I say, well, how much gas money do you need? So the first thing that come out his mouth and say, hey, I need $150 for gas. That's a no-no. That's when you pump the brakes and say, okay, something ain't right with this picture. Because I know some people will fall into this mind frame. Oh, this person liked me, so I'm gonna give them $150. No, 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 no. No, this person is playing you, right?
Right.
So they can get whatever they can out of you and then block you after the fact once you send the money. So I said, well, hey, who needs $150 for gas to come from Jacksonville to Orlando when you just driving a simple sedan? Nothing that takes premium gas or whatever. And plus $150. No, 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 no. Because you can put $50 and you'll make it from Jacksonville to Orlando.
Okay.
If that's just premium gas. So you have to think about when you're talking to individuals, you have to have your quick thinking skills on and say, hey, is this person using me? Is this person trying to get over on me? Mind you, he said that he worked. So if you work Monday through Friday, first of all, you shouldn't be asking nobody for gas. And therefore, you got your own car. You should be well established to where, because you told me you've been on your job 6 years. So you should be well established to where you have some type of credit card. You got your debit card. Why is your card, quote unquote, locked if you planning on traveling from one city to the next city? You
Right.
know, things have to align up with one another. So these are the things that I pay attention to. Even when I meet individuals, I pay attention to everything they're telling me. And I'm thinking in my head, hey, okay, that could be true, or that could be false, or that could be a lie. Whatever the case, I'm always analyzing a
Mhm.
conversation because I done seen and heard it all and been through it all to where you're just not gonna get over on me. That's
Okay.
just not going to happen. So I just think when you get to a certain age, okay, it's time out to be an adult and make right decisions and say, okay, you know what? It is time for me to settle down. Because if you want to go from pillar to post when you're younger, hey, that's what you do.
Mhm.
You just out there being you, doing you, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you kick it past 35, okay, something got to give. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, everything sounds right. Sounds like it was a total scam. Um, don't know why he didn't try to get people closer to him. Don't know why he's shooting
Right,
for Orlando people, but
right.
yeah, sounded like a total scam.
So so after the conversation, I just blocked this individual
Right.
because we're not finna play games. I'm 53. You say you 47. We're not finna play these games. I work for what I want, and if I say, hey, I ain't finna to come see you, first of all, I'm finna make sure all my ducks are lined up in the row to where I make sure my car is well serviced. It can make it that I have my credit cards, I have cash, and I'm ready to go to where I don't have to ask you for anything. Because once you got here, it was up to me to make sure you have fun on my dime, and because you took the time out your schedule to come from Jacksonville to Orlando. So these are the things that people have to pay attention to so they won't be bamboozled at the end of the day.
Right.
So, because child, I tell my son all the time, you do some stupid stuff and make some crazy decisions.
So, question: do you feel there are more scammers out there than genuine people in the dating
Okay,
world?
it's hard for me to say, right? I can't honestly say. But what I will say, there is a lot of scammers out here because they want the easy way out. They target people that they go on your Facebook profile
Hmm.
and see what you've been doing the last couple of months or the last year, and like, okay, this person or this individual got themselves together. Let me try to see about what's going on with this individual. Cause mind you, after that, somebody else hit me up, and I was like, a different person from San Diego, California, and I was
What?
like, okay, this is a repeat of what I just went through. They sent me a picture or whatever, and I'm like, listen. I don't know if you're trying to play games, but I'm not the one to play games with. So I haven't heard that from that person, period. So you just got to go and knock it out of the park and be like, listen, I'm not the one that you finna get over because it's not happening. So no. Yeah, so I
I,
don't have time for games. Yeah.
I,
I
I
think
would.
it's a lot of scammers out there because for one, people don't want to get up and go to work. Two, they just want the easy way out to get money from people. And you have to be very careful. You can't be a vulnerable individual that's out there seeking a relationship because some people will try to get over on you.
Right. I would probably try dating locally too. That might help a little.
Right? Like, why did you hit me up
Like,
way from California? That's just crazy
yeah.
to me. I'm not finna fly to see you. You know you're not finna fly to see me. This is just crazy.
Yes. So, right. So, how did you make it through the hurricane?
Okay, I was fine. So a short story. My family in Fort Pierce didn't even think they was gonna get hit at all.
Oh,
Right?
oh yeah, yeah. I thought about them this weekend.
Okay,
This
so
well,
it was
this
mainly focused on Tampa territory, Orlando territory,
right.
not Fort Pierce. I talked to my sister. She said, "Yeah, we boarded up the house, even though we just getting a little rain, nothing. We don't supposed to get anything." So I called her that night. I was on Facebook. I'm like, okay, ain't nothing really happening. So when I got on Facebook, I was like, a tornado in Fort Pierce. This is crazy. So it tore off the whole top of the building of the Fort Pierce Police Department.
Oh, okay. So another one. Okay.
Okay, that's not even it.
Right.
So some of my Fort Pierce Facebook friends was posting pictures. You know the green big dumpsters that be outside warehouses for big furniture you could throw away or whatever.
Yes.
That was on top of a house.
Now I saw that photo. Is that real? Do you have
No, that was
confirmation that's real?
it was. I want to say, okay, with a tornado, anything is possible, right?
Anything is possible, yes.
Because it's a tornado. So I just don't think that someone would go through all that just to make something up. You know, I had a collage of photos that people sent me. And then the tornado hit. It's called Spanish Lake Community in mobile homes.
Mm.
Unfortunately, 25 to 30 people died because
Okay.
that lost their lives due to the tornado and they wasn't prepared or whatever. Even though it's
Mm.
not their fault because they didn't think they was going to get hit at all.
Right.
You know, so a lot of damage has been done in Fort Pierce, Port St. Lucie, Vero Beach, and
Mm.
Lakewood Park. A lot of cars was flipped over. A lot of water everywhere. As far as Tampa, I called my grandbaby. She said that it was a huge flood, but she said, "Well, Papa, it's not in the house." I said, "Okay, great." So Nisha did send me the pictures of the flood water. It's
Mm-hmm.
like waist deep, like cars underwater, you know, that kind of stuff. So thank God we made it. You made it. Some of the people that we worked with made it. You know, unfortunately, there were some lives taken due to the hurricane or tornado. Um, so we just want to keep all family lifted in prayers. It wasn't I felt like it was I was like, okay, this is boring because I'm not getting, you know me, I always say with a hurricane, I want a little action, not too much, just a little action, you know,
Mm.
the whispering of the wind, the you know, the banging of the door, whatever the case may be. But you know, none of that didn't happen. Well,
Mm-hmm.
thank God it didn't because you know it could have went the wrong way. So, and I heard there was a Nadine and a Leslie that was out there.
Who?
A Hurricane Leslie and a Hurricane Nadine.
Oh, okay. So we might get another one.
Yeah, they say in the next week or
Okay.
next two
Okay.
weeks. Nadine's supposed to come. Um, so I just from this experience, I just think people shouldn't take nothing lightly because we learned that the Fort Pierce and the Vero Beach and all that area had 14 tornadoes back to back just in that length of time.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't take anything lightly no more when it's that close to us. Even though they say, hey, it's gonna be in Tampa, it's not coming to Orlando. Okay, Orlando could get the outer band and then it could create a tornado. So, and that's what happened to the Port St. Lucie, the Vero Beach territory. But my sister is fine. A lot of people did get a lot of damage. You know, cars was thrown and flipped over, and the police department and all that was just devastating. So hopefully, you know, they get back up and running in due time.
Okay. Do you plan on going down there to help up with the cleanup?
Oh, no. They have a flyer out there saying for those that would love to help and want a job, they post a FEMA number and all
Mm-hmm.
that. I have a full time job, so no way I'm gonna be able to go travel because they do pay for room and board and transportation as well, because you have to go down there and stay down there. Um,
Okay.
I have a my niece's best friend. She's into that, and they looking for someone from Friday to next Tuesday. Um, and you make $500 to help out or whatever. But no, we can do, because if it was just on the weekend, then that's a different story. But when you have a full-time job, no way you'll be able to do it. So,
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if you were gonna take the weekend to go down there and
okay, my
move some
sister
stuff
is safe.
around and
My sister
right.
and cousins, they checked in, they safe. They do have power outage.
Mhm.
So but they got gas grills and all that going on, so they find yeah. What about your,
Okay.
because you got a mom that stayed, is it Orlando or Lakeland, some
Lakeland
territory?
area.
So how was
Every,
Lakeland area?
everybody's fine as of right now. A lot of the people in Orlando I checked into, they are getting power back, and most of the flooding is not too bad. There's certain pockets and places, but not too bad.
Have you seen in the photos where the road was dug in, the big holes in the road and the
Yeah, I
highway?
believe that was up around Orange City.
Right.
One of the roads did fall in. Um, it wasn't as bad as they said it was going to be, though. I felt like they really overshot on this. They were wrong on the timing, wrong on the. They really tried to make it bigger than it actually was. I mean, this was their Super Bowl. I saw people on there for 48 hours at least. So you can imagine the overtime they're making. But it drifted south, so it didn't directly hit Tampa, and the winds were going counterclockwise, which actually helped Tampa with keeping a lot of the surge out. For anyone who was following, Lieutenant Dan, the man in the boat in Tampa Bay, he is safe. He made it through. Congratulations to him. And
So
like,
wait. Cut,
yeah,
cut.
what?
So an individual was in a boat the whole entire time
Yeah,
during the
you didn't hear
hurricane?
about that?
No.
He was in his 20-foot sailboat in the middle of Tampa Bay, and the authorities told him to get out. What was his name? And he said, "No, I'm waiting it out." He said, "God told me to be on this boat like Noah," and that was it. He was there.
Oh wow.
So he stayed until pretty much into the storm, and then there's mixed reports whether he actually stayed through the whole storm or they got him out of there, but
Right.
he is safe and alive.
Oh, okay. I just think sometimes in life you I mean, I understand you said the timing and everything, and things like that do happen.
Mhm.
Because everything ain't gonna always be spot on when it come to timing and when things supposed to happen. So I'm just glad that things did shift and did what it was supposed to do, didn't do what it was supposed to do. Because maybe they was right in the beginning, but by it shifting and all this other stuff, it didn't cause as much damage as we thought it was or it could have. But it did cause damage somewhere else with the tornadoes and all that, because a lot of people lost their lives due to the tornado. So yeah, it's scary. They got a long ways to go in Fort Pierce territory. So yeah, because I've seen the pictures. A lot of things is damaged.
Right. The Tampa Bay Stadium, Tropicana Field, that got
Yes, I've seen
damaged.
that. I've seen that.
Siesta Key was flooded, so they got
It's,
hit
I've
bad.
been to Siesta Key once because of my job. We had to go and take some stuff there, and they was doing the sand sculpture. And coming back, the rain was just. I mean, when we had to go pick the product up, the rain was just a mess. We got soaking wet. They did, make sure we was okay and paid us for it and all that good stuff. But it's pretty down there. I like it down there. But I'm just glad things did turn out because it could have been worse.
Right.
It could have been more fatalities. Um, if it didn't go the way it went. So, like my granddaughter mother, they can't even get in or out. The flood, the apartment complex, it's just that horrible as far as the water.
Right, right, right.
So she was saying she hoping to go down by tomorrow morning because she has to, go to work. And so we'll see how that goes. My granddaughter says, thank God for that. She said she got a little scared because I kept asking her, hey, you fine? You okay? Yeah, Papa, I'm not scared. But eventually she got scared when it got down to the nitty gritty of the storm, of the hurricane. So, but she's fine. So they asked me, was I coming to pick her up? I say, I doubt it because I can imagine trying to get into Tampa off of I-4 or I-75 tomorrow. It's just going to be nuts.
Okay. So do you think FEMA will be able to do the repairs and cleanup going forward with this storm?
Okay, so they said that, okay, because a lot of people just felt like they was misled. Okay, the $750 just to get food back into your house or a little clothing, and then they was going to work one-on-one with you to assess the damages of your house, put you in one of the hotels that they're hosting, and then take it from there. I do believe that it's going to take some time.
Mm-hmm.
For one, it could be funding. For two, it's so many
But
people that need help with what's going on or what done happened. So, but I think eventually they're going to get to everybody, but it's just going to really take time. And I know some people want it right now, this moment, this second, but it's not going to happen. And people do
yeah.
have to be patient because you're not the only one out there. There's some people worse than you are. And I already know what you're finna say because you finna bring up the funding.
Yeah, what if I told you that, yeah, we could have actually taken care of everybody, as you say, right now?
Okay, so what made you say that?
Because Senator Mayorkas has actually come out and said that FEMA was running out of money and they needed Congress to come back to allocate more funds for money. In this same time, they actually handed over 157 million. Was it million or billion? One of the two. A lot of cash to Lebanon, a country in the Middle East,
Right.
for helping citizens there while the escalation of the war is going on over there. So why couldn't we take the 157 and use it here?
Well, for one, a lot of things is based on prediction, right? As far as the hurricane, hey, they predicting this hurricane gonna come and do this. They
Right.
Okay, so they probably done gave away the money to wherever you say they just sent it to.
Lebanon.
Okay,
Yep.
so now they got the money. I'm sorry, FEMA got the money. They got the coins,
They're saying they
and
don't have the coins.
they got it. I bet they're gonna make it happen. If they don't have the money, they're gonna come up with the money.
Well, they may actually, and I read into this, offer assistant loans to people. So you say they're going to go assess the house. Let's say it's $50,000 to put the new roof on. What they'll do is they will float the 50,000 to you and then wait for your insurance to come and take it back.
Well, hey, I think as long as the roof get fixed, that's what the insurance policy is for. So that the insurance policy have to step in some way to help out, because I already not a big fan of insurance because if you don't use your insurance all year, couple of years in here, you're just giving out all this money for no reason. But it is what it is. But as long as the roof get fixed, That's all should matter. But the insurance do have to step up and say, okay, we got to reimburse FEMA for this.
So what happens if FEMA says it's going to be $50,000 for the roof, but the insurance says no, we think it's only going to be $15,000 for the roof?
Okay, so then therefore the insurance agent, right, have to go and say, okay, we found someone that's going to fix this roof for 15,000.
No, they don't do that.
Well,
They just assess the price of the roof.
Well, then, okay, the average price of roofing, what, 20 bands, 25, it all depends on how the square footage of the house and what material they're using and all that, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so, but I just feel like if FEMA's in here telling you that it's going to take 50 bands to fix this roof, which I think is an outrageous number anyways. Mm-hmm. So, and say, because you have different people out there, and you know, and once again, you got to watch the scammers, right? Because this is when they come in play. Right. Because they know they could get over on a lot of individuals claiming or pretending to be something they're not. So they can say, okay, we'll do it for 30,000. Okay. You just have to, it's just,
and then you never see them.
Right. So you just have to be very, very careful. You have to actually do your homework, do your background check, and go to the office. Hey, how long you been servicing? How long you been doing roofing? You know, credentials. You know, all. You just can't go by hearsay, or someone knocking at your door talking about I fix redo roof repair, because this where everything come in play now. You have to be very careful, because this is where all the schemers going to come out. And people that don't need the FEMA money is still going to apply for the $750, even though their lights are on.
Well, they might need it for something else.
Okay, but it clearly states that if your lights are off for 24 hours, then you are able to apply for the $750.
Where did it state that?
You got to look on the thing on FEMA.com.
So if your power is out for 24 hours, you can apply for it.
Yes.
Okay, so there was a lot of people in North Carolina with their power still out.
Right, so they're going to get it, and then FEMA will work one-on-one. Why you think FEMA trying to hire all these different people for these different categories to help out with this? Because, you know,
I don't know, because I'm hearing a lot of mixed things. I'm hearing FEMA doesn't have money. I'm hearing they can't do this stuff. And that was with Hurricane Helene. Now what happens to the people who just went through Hurricane Milton? Are they even getting the $750?
Yeah, I think so. And I just think time will tell, you know. That's just me. Time will tell. You know, I mean, whoever's saying that FEMA don't have the money could be right.
Okay, so what happens if they don't have the money?
Okay, they don't have the money, then people have to really fight their insurance company to make sure things get done as far as your car, as far as your home. Now, when it comes to food and clothing, hey, they got to apply for, I'm pretty sure they're going to bring the program back where you go and apply for assistance with food stamps at the Citrus Bowl or your nearest campgrounds, if it's in Fort Pierce or whatever the case may be. So I think, you know, they're going to do that. So you just have to take advantage of what you can get, and hopefully it gets you through until you are able to do better or get your house fixed or get a new car, whatever the case may be.
Okay, you know? What about if some homeowners couldn't afford the insurance? Because insurance in Florida has doubled and tripled over the last couple of years.
I totally understand it. And if they can't, then they just have to really wait on FEMA to see what FEMA could do for them. You know, if you don't have insurance, it's not FEMA fault you don't have insurance. You got to make sure you have insurance.
It was the government's fault.
Yes, it is. I've been getting on you like, okay, you just got insurance. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
So
hold on.
Cannot wait.
Back
you
it up.
Not be mad
if
you don't have insurance and you're a able-bodied working individual and you say, no, I don't get sick, so I'm not getting insurance.
You
And then
wait,
something do happen to you and you need insurance, that's your fault.
wait a minute. Let's say your home, you're paying your home insurance policy and it's $300 a month. Okay. Let's say 2 years from now, it's $3,000 a month. Is that a fair thing to be having
No,
happen?
it's not. It's not fair. So you may have to look
Okay.
into. I understand this is something you have
So
invest in. I get it. I truly do. But now is the time to say, okay, something needs to be done. Do I sell a house to get cheaper insurance somewhere else? And I know some people don't like that because they done been in this house 15, 20, maybe 25 years and don't want to do that. No, it's not fair to us that insurance done skyrocketed here in Florida, but what can we do about it?
we can ask for less inflation. Inflation was a big factor in pushing these prices up. And today's morning report, inflation is actually going back up. So, what causes inflation? The government spending on things it doesn't need to spend on.
Hey, but we still gonna have to get up and go to work. We still gonna have to go up and make that money for our check and do what we need to do. We got to be conscious enough to save a little more, try to figure out ways to, do things in a better manner. So because you can't always rely on things and people.
Well,
And it's
I
sad that
actually,
the government is spending money where they shouldn't, but we can't control that, right? Because
yes, we can.
we not in office. We
We
not
can
in the
control
seat.
that.
How?
It's something that happens in about a little over 3 weeks. We can vote for people who are actually going to be
Listen,
responsible
now,
when
but
spending.
okay, and that may be so, and that's a true statement. But all people gonna tell you what they want you to hear, so you can vote for them. That's the problem.
No, not
Yes,
necessarily.
yes. Now I'm
Some
not saying
people are
everybody is
genuine
crooks.
people and actually do want to do good.
Right. So name one genuine individual.
Donald J. Trump.
No, he's not. He's
What do you
not.
mean he's not?
He's not. He's not genuine.
He is
He's
genuine. He'll
no,
tell you
he's not.
exactly what he's thinking.
He's a character. That's what he is. And I
He's
have nothing against him now. Because
okay.
I love his little flip now because I get flips too. So I cackle off stuff like that. But I'm just saying, he's a felon.
So you wouldn't vote if he wasn't a felon, would you vote for him?
Listen, it is what it is when someone get in the chair. They gonna do what they want to do anyways. And it's not always up to the president because you got the Democrats, the Republican, they have to have a say so before it even reach to the
No. You're a president. You have presidential powers.
right, you do,
Much of the way that Biden has been
but
doing
there's a but in there.
his way of doing stuff.
Well, first of all, he shouldn't even. He too old for this. It's time for him. And I keep telling you this. You don't want to believe me when you get in. How old
What?
this man is again?
Which man?
Biden.
Well, he's almost 82.
Okay,
Right.
they need a cutoff. If you even in your 70s, don't run for president.
But what was Jack LaLanne in his 80s as bad as Biden?
No, but still, some things
Okay,
you
then.
just got to let go and enjoy the rest of your life. Like Biden, let it go. And however old you
Well,
are,
I agree with you on that.
enjoy the rest of your little life and don't worry about what's going on in the world. You got enough money so you can sit it on down and go on the beach or do what you need to do and just enjoy life. Let it go. Because some things is just you shouldn't even do or be a part of,
Okay.
So let it go.
And in several months, he will be gone.
Right.
So
How Donald Trump is?
Donald Trump is about 79, 80, I believe.
Okay, so he need to let it go. You're a billionaire. Let it go. It's over. Enjoy your money and spend and enjoy life. Let it go. Spend your time do something else. 'Cause he already just a showboat anyways.
Well, he's 78 right now.
He's 78.
Right now.
Let it go. You hitting 80. You sit here worried about being a president. Let it go. It's
Yeah.
over. Enjoy life. Why
But
you got all this
he
money
even
and you
says
want to run for
that.
president?
He said
Why?
he says that I could be sitting on a beach at one of my golf courses right now, but he's not. He says he's coming back to fix everything that went wrong the last couple of years.
Child, that man ain't finna fix nothing.
Okay, well, we shall see, because
And we shall see. Now,
the
don't get me
polls
wrong.
are showing
He,
Trump win right now.
and if he win, hey, applaud.
Okay.
I have nothing against him. You know, he's a showboat, and he got the big head, and you can't say he don't, because he do.
No, he'll tell you he's about himself,
Right.
but he can also say, I am willing to come out and fix things.
So we'll see. We'll see. I love to be proven wrong now.
Okay.
Don't ever get it twisted.
Okay.
Right. So, hopefully things get fixed, because, it's a lot going on, inflation, insurance, and all this other foolishness and carry on. And something needs to happen.
Right.
Because a lot of people, living from check to check, and, minimum wage ain't where it should be. So, yeah.
I don't think they need to raise minimum wage. They just need to lower prices on stuff.
They need to lower prices on a whole lot of things,
Right.
because when you take into consider in the factor of your personals, your hygienes, and then cleaning supplies, and then these things add up so quickly, to it just don't. I went to you ever been to a Presidente grocery store?
No, I don't think I've ever seen one of those. What?
Listen, child, I went in one for the first time ever yesterday.
Okay.
This is no lie. How much is a pack of Oreo cookies in Walmart or Publix?
Just a regular size, family size, or party size?
Let's go party size.
Party size is about $6.99.
Okay, they were $8.75 in here in that. And then I looked at some more things, and I'm like, this place is really, a carton of eggs was $5.
Okay.
A gallon of milk was $5.
That's about Publix price, yeah.
Yeah, but Walmart don't give you $5. Walmart do not give you $5, baby. So you need to go to Walmart
Or Target.
or Target. I don't never
Right.
go on Target. But yes, things need to be done, because you should shop around. I understand you like people love and gonna stick by Publix, and it's shopping. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Okay,
It is a pleasure in there.
It's very clean and
Yes.
everything, but the prices could be dropped some. They can
Well,
afford to drop the prices some.
They're a smaller enterprise, so I'm not sure if they can drop it all that much.
I said some,
Yeah.
because when you sit here talking about, I'm paying $2 more for Oreo cookies when Walmart got it for one price, and then it's $2.50 more over here. That's crazy to me,
But sometimes those Oreo cookies are stale by the time you get them, so
Well, that's why
I don't know about that.
No,
I think I'd rather pay a little more for freshness.
No, wait. All you got to do is reach in the back. You know the routine.
What? But
reach in the back and get your fresh pack of cookies.
And they're all the same.
No, because when
they all came in the same box. What do you mean?
They not, I can't say what I want to say, but they not like some people where they just put it on top of one another. When they cut the box open, they just put it right here. They bring that to the front and the freshness to the back. So reach to the back, get what you need, and keep it pushing. And you should always check your expiration dates anyways.
I've always gotten bad cookies at Walmart.
So. Because you're not doing it right. Reach in the back.
Okay, I'm gonna reach in the back. I'm gonna see what they got.
Right. What you do the next time you go to Walmart, you look at the date in the front and look at the dates in the back.
Okay. And take photos. I'm gonna send you those photos.
Right. And do it for the milk. Do it for the milk.
Oh, I always check the date on the milk.
Right. So you got to check dates on things, that way, because I can't put the company name out there. They give away their chips, and a guy comes to the yard and he give out chips, even though, like, we just had a bag of chips. They said September 29th on the bag of chips, and they were stale. So I'm like, why is this man giving out these expired chips? Some of them was fresh, some bags was fresh, and some wasn't. So yeah, you just have to be careful when you shop. Because I have been to Walmart because I hate Walmart anyways because of you gonna stand in line just because. And I just go in there, get what I get, don't pay attention to no expiration. They just pick it up and I'm out. But
You got to deal with the ghetto people in Walmart and
yeah,
all
yeah,
that goodness. And
yeah.
yeah, that's why I go to
So
Target. Same price, better community.
I mean, I don't shop at Target, so Target just there's nothing in Target for me.
What do you
Nothing, nothing.
What do you mean? There's nothing in Target for you?
What I'm about at Target?
You can buy your food, your groceries, clothing,
No, I'm not
shoes,
buying clothing. Now
a new
I'm not doing
TV.
that. Now, okay, TV, we talking, but okay,
Okay.
we got to scratch the clothing. I'm not buying clothing out of Walmart, Target. None. I'm not doing that. So
Bougie. So what we do is we call it Target. If you buy your clothes at Target, it sounds a little nicer.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. No, I'm not wearing no Fruit of Balloons and hangs and all that. No,
No, they got their own brand. They got some nice
even
shirts
that.
there.
No, no.
It's like
Is it good quality?
it's good quality. It lasts.
It okay. What kind of quality? What did you buy out of that last?
I bought a couple shirts, the collared shirts,
Okay,
and I've had those for about 3 years now.
okay,
So they last. Good
okay.
quality. Yeah.
I'm. Let me just put this out there.
Okay.
Whatever floats people boat, and wherever they buy their underwear and t-shirts and clothing from, I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying me, the me, wah,
Mm-hmm.
wah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had to put that out there because I want nobody to say, well, he think he too good for no, 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 no. I'm just saying me. I'm not looking down on nobody else because they buy their things from Walmart or Target or whatever you want to call it. I'm just talking about WA. That's it. Okay. Now that I put that out there, so I just had to.
There you go.
All
Okay.
right. So are you ready for the weekend?
No,
Why you never have nothing going on in your world? It
because I
just seems
just
like
had
every
2 days off now where I basically had to do cleanup, and that was about it.
okay.
Probably do a little more cleanup on the weekend, and that's it. Like
It's on.
it's a storm. Like a storm came through, and it's time to clean up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if your apartment did not get messed up, what are you cleaning up?
There's the whole yard where I park my car.
Okay. I came home and almost flipped out because I put the mat where the little crack at the door because I got a heavy welcome mat. And when I
Mm-hmm.
moved the mat, it was a frog and a lizard right there, which I'm not scared of neither one. The frog act like it just didn't want to move, so I had to get a stick, make the frog move out my way so I could open it because it wasn't coming in my house. So that was not happening. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I got to go find a stick, make the frog move. It was just too much.
Did you see any flooding at your house?
No, no
No.
flooding. Thank God for that. Like I say, I didn't really see flooding nowhere where my sister stays flooding, of course.
Hmm.
But no major flooding in the surrounding area where I'm at. So I didn't see it.
Okay.
I know they opening up the airport tomorrow at 8 o'clock because they got a lot of trees blocking the entrance to get to the
Mm-hmm.
airport. So they got to clean that up first in order for that to happen. So yeah.
Okay. So we're slowly getting back to normal over here.
Yeah, but let's just hope that Nadine or Leslie don't come this way and you know want to shake a tail feather and finish things off around here.
Right.
So
We'll
yeah,
have to take a look at that.
I know my sister asked me was I going to buy. Okay, question.
Yes.
My sister asked me, hey, you want to go to Lowe's and buy some boards and cover up your? I was like, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, 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 no. That's not my responsibility. Do you feel the same way?
We were actually told not to board up any windows here, tape up any windows here. So certain property managers will take on the risk themselves if something happens. Now there is a tree right outside that I thought had a possibility of going through the patio, but it did not. It snapped and just went straight over, so it wasn't bad.
I hate the idea of the tape, because when you take it off, it still leave a little itch on the window.
Right.
And some people would not get a little blade and finish it off because they're so declassé. I just hate it. I just hate it. At this point, just replace the whole window.
Okay.
Just sit there and look at that.
I haven't seen taping up in a while, but I know some people still do.
I rode by I forgot what store it was. They seemed like they had about 60 windows, and all the windows had the tape, that gray thick tape on their windows. I was like, this is a mess.
Well, the old folks home around here, they actually had plywood on all the windows.
Yeah, and I applaud them for that, because they need it to make sure that people are safe and secure and they feel safe. So I'm glad that they did that for them.
Yeah. Were there any restaurants open around you, or you saw today?
Gyros was open, Popeyes was open, Papa John's open.
I saw them open.
A lot of places is back open because they want to make the money from those that don't have power in their household.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what they're aiming for. Walmart was supposed to open today at 11 o'clock.
Publix opened at 2 today.
Oh, okay.
So they're back open and running.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tonight was a fun-filled night. It's been 51 minutes already.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You want to wrap it up or keep going?
Yeah, I want to wrap it up, but back to the relationship. You have to pay attention to individuals that you meet. Just don't be gullible for the individual that you just met, because people will tell you what you want to hear. You got to think about what they're telling you and distinguish whether it's a truth or a lie.
Right.
Because
great advice.
Right. Always think. Just don't go by what people tell you. You an adult. You done been in relationships. You done been single. You done seen it all, heard it all, especially when you to a certain age. Don't let nobody scheme, scam, and get over on you. Put you first.
So do you ever get frustrated when you're dealing with these people?
Oh, yeah. But me, I'm like, child, forget it. I could be single because I take care of myself anyway. I ain't gonna go through this. Because one thing about it, you already got to go to work for 40 hours a week, right? And deal with what's going on at work. I'm not going to be
but
I
don't think I've worked a 5-day work week in quite a while now.
I'm just saying.
So,
the business season, you have to go to work for 40 hours a week, right?
Yes.
And it could be stressful, right? And it could be intense. It all depends on where you're working.
Depends on where you work, right?
Okay, so I don't need a relationship taking me through it too. I just ain't got time for that. You're not going to take me through it when I'm already got to go to work, got to make sure everything is aligned up, and I got to work my 40 hours, and I ain't finna sit here and worry about where you at, what you doing. Because if you got to sit there and go through somebody's phone, wonder where they at and what they're doing, they already cheating on you. So just let them go.
Let me ask you this. Have you gone out without your family and been single?
Yeah.
Recently?
Like go out to the where? The
club or anything? I went out a couple weeks ago, Saturday, was hanging out downtown, looking around, seeing what's going on, talking to people. Have you done that recently?
Not club wise.
No, it doesn't need to be a club. It could be like, a cigar shop. It could be a poolside bar. It could be, just a regular little bar or something.
Cigar spot because I don't smoke. No, I haven't. To be honest, I haven't. Actually, I'm supposed to go out with a homegirl tomorrow, to scope the scene or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. I think you should try that.
I'm going to take you up on that offer.
Okay, there you go. Then you won't have to deal about guys from Jacksonville and all
I
that.
know, right?
San Diego.
You know, yeah, that's foolishness. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's close out the show.
All right. Any quote of the night?
Well, I kind of like gave my quote earlier. Put you first in a relationship, and always think about those that trying to scam you and get over on you, because you always got to think about when someone's having a conversation with you. Just don't let it fly over your head and think it's true, because it can be, and then again, it cannot be. Just always think, because always people always trying to get over on people, especially when they know you, when they feel like you got money or you have a lot or you have what they don't have. They try to come after you because of that.
Excellent. Excellently said. Okay. Any plans going on until next Thursday? Or
I ain't got no plans.
no
Not
plans.
not that
All
I
right.
know of yet. You know me and my family, so
Okay, so we'll see you next Thursday on Two Men in a Room. And you can check me out on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock on the Angriest Man in Orlando channel. And we want to thank everyone who's watching. Thank everyone who comments, likes it. A lot of likes, a lot of comments coming the last few weeks. Keep them rolling. And what else?
we say thank you and good night.